Hi everyone, I'm Wafa Langao and welcome you all in Grammar in Detail. We have got the next topic about passive voice, and that is very important to be understood. We have already discussed verb and furthermore we will discuss it, but here for learning it about the passive, we need to understand that. Yes, actually what verb is. See, definition: a verb is a word which shows an action. It shows an action, state, condition, possession, presence, absence of a person, place, or a thing. So verb shows an action, state, condition, possession, presence, or absence of a person, place, or a thing. Now see, we have already learned, and actually most of the students, they define verb that verb is a word shows an action or a state. Keep in your mind, verb is a word which shows not only an action or a state but also condition, possession, presence, or absence of a person, place, or a thing. Now see, I write an essay. Over here, write is your verb and that is showing an action. In the same way, he is a doctor. Is your verb and that is showing state. State means the status of someone, like he is showing someone's status, that is showing someone's status that he is what he is, a doctor. Clear? In the same way, verb shows also condition. Now see the example, you look happy. Over here, verb is showing a condition over here. Yes, you look happy, you look active, you look smart, you look lazy, you appear passive, you look active, whatever. That is showing someone's condition. In the same way, she has a car. As is showing possession over here. Yes, and possession has got two meanings. One for ownership and also it is used for relationship. Now if I say she has a car, that is showing ownership. She has two brothers, that is showing possession. In the same way, there are students in class. Are over here showing, that is showing presence, and there isn't water in jug. Isn't is showing absence. See, so verb is a word which shows an action, state, condition, possession, presence, absence of a person. Person is doctor, place is class, and thing. So verb shows an action, state, condition, possession, presence, or absence of a person, place, or a thing. Now see, over there we have already discussed that write is showing action, is showing state. In the same way, look is showing someone's condition, and as is showing possession, are is showing presence, and last one isn't is showing absence of a person, place, or a thing. Now doctor, class, and jug. Hope you got the definition of subject. Actually, kinds we will discuss. For learning it in passive voice, we need to get that. Yes. Now see, for example, what are transitive verbs? That verb has got actually 19 kinds that we will be discussing when we start parts of speech, and we will learn all of the kinds. But here, those kinds which are important for learning passive voice, those only we will be discussing. And one thing more I should tell you about these examples. Now see, here we have understood that verb shows an action, state, condition, possession, presence, or absence. Keep in your mind, while making passive voice sentences, we can only change action tenses, action verbs which have got action. Those verbs which show action, those verbs you will be changing into passive voice. Like I write a letter. Letter is written by me. Over there, see, only action verb can be changed. He is a doctor. Verb of state cannot be changed into passive voice. Condition cannot be changed into passive voice. Possession cannot be changed into passive voice. Presence cannot be changed into passive voice, and absence of verb cannot be changed into passive voice. So you can change only and only action verbs. Clear? And in action, some of them you can change, some of them you can't. And those which you can change, those we will be discussing, and those which you can't in action, that it will be. Keep in your mind, in any case, by hook or crook, you'll not be able to change them. State, condition, possession, presence, or absence. You will just change. You will be able to change just action sentences or action verbs into passive voice. Non-action means the state, condition, possession, presence, absence cannot be changed into passive voice. In action, some of them can be changed, some of them cannot be, and some of them sometimes can be and sometimes cannot be. Those we will be discussing. Now see, a transitive verb is one of the action verbs. Definition: those verbs which can be changed into passive voice are called transitive verbs. Or those verbs where subject takes the place of object and object takes the place of subject are called transitive verbs. You can define it in both ways. Yes. See, we open the gate. Now open is your action verb, and in action verb it is called transitive verb because where subject is taking the place of object and object is taking the place of subject. Like we open the gate, gate is opened by us. Now over there this is changed into passive voice just because this open verb open is called your action verb. In action verb we call it transitive verb because it can be changed into passive voice. Hope you got this topic. Intransitive we will discuss, intransitive verbs are which verbs? Those verbs which cannot be changed into passive voice. Now see, these are action verbs. Intransitive verbs are also action verbs but cannot be changed into passive voice, are called intransitive. In means not transitive, which can be changed, so cannot be changed, are called intransitive verbs. Example, you go home. Now see, go is your action verb but cannot be changed into passive voice. He sleeps on bed. Now this is what sleep is action verb but cannot be changed into passive voice just because it is a intransitive verb. And now in next slide we will discuss transitive and intransitive verbs. Both are called together irrigative verbs. What are irrigative verbs? Irrigative verbs are those verbs which work both, means transitively and intransitively, means which can sometimes be changed into passive voice and sometimes cannot be changed into passive voice, are called irrigative verbs. For example, I say he flies a kite. Now fly is your verb and this can be changed into passive voice. See, a kite is flown by him. But over there the same verb cannot be changed into passive voice. See, he flies in the year. That cannot be changed. Yes, cannot be changed into passive voice. Why we cannot change it? Because that has become intransitive verb. Now if you take the sense, a kite is flown by him, and he flies in the air is flown by him, definitely it cannot be. So over there it cannot be changed into passive voice. Such kind of verbs are called irrigative. Sometimes they can be changed and sometimes they cannot be. Now I will tell you why they can be changed and they cannot be. For that we need to understand this topic, which is very very important. When you find these 8 cases, you will not be able to change your sentence into passive voice. See, the first one we will discuss. When object is adverb of manner, when you have got object and that is manner, like I say he speaks English, English is spoken by him, can be changed. But if I say he speaks loudly, loudly is the method of an action, so here this cannot be changed into passive voice, you cannot change. Second case is there when object is adverb of place. Keep in your mind, if I say she plays chess, chess is played by her. But if I say she plays in ground, this cannot be changed into passive voice because this is adverb of manner. Your object is adverb of manner in first sentence, place in second sentence. In the same way, when object is adverb of time, when you have got the object and that is showing time, you cannot change it into passive voice. Like I say, if I say I teach grammar, grammar is taught by me. But if I say I teach at 3 o'clock or 3 p.m., that cannot be changed into passive voice because just this 3 p.m. is your time. So when your object is adverb of manner, adverb of place, adverb of time, you are not able to change your sentence into passive voice. Number 4 we are going to discuss when object is not present. See, if I say you read a book, book is read by you. But if I say you read, so this is what the rules of passive voice are not completed. If I say you read a book, subject takes the place of object and object takes the place of subject. I do agree that you will bring subject in the place of object, you will make it agent. But where there is no any object, so how will you make it the title subject? So that cannot be changed also into passive voice. Number 5, when verbs are possessive. Now see, I told you possessive verbs are those verbs which show ownership and relationship. Now one is ownership and one is relationship. Now when verbs are possessive, they show ownership and relationship, cannot be changed. Like Ali has 2 brothers, this cannot be changed into passive voice. When verbs are copular or linking verbs are called copular, copula, linking, predicating verbs. What are the predicating verbs? They they tell us the status of subject, like they are. What are they? They are students, cannot be changed into passive voice. When verbs are traveling, what do we mean by traveling verbs? Traveling verbs are those verbs when you move from one place to another by your legs, by your hand, or movement of your own body. Like we say go, come, walk, run, jump, swim. These all are called your traveling verbs. Like I say we come home, this cannot be changed into passive voice. He climbs on the mountain, it cannot be changed into passive voice. He swims in the pool, that cannot be changed into passive voice because there is traveling verb. Some of the students, they ask that drive is also a verb where we are traveling, but I say that is what you are not moving your hands or legs, you are just sitting, and that you have got a source by which you are going. You drive a car is driven by you, but over there traveling verb means go, come, walk, run, jump, fly, swim, etc. Now last rule is verbs like think, become, sleep. Such kind of verbs you can also not change into passive voice, that cannot be changed. Like he became a doctor. Doctor as become by him, we cannot say. Why? Because even it cannot be changed just because of think, become and sleep. These verbs you will not be able to change. Hope you got today's topic. Wish you best of luck. See you next time. Allah Hafiz.